idea, which is just chucking toothbrushes out of airplanes.
Hey, Pierre Polyev.
WTF. Here, here.
This is not a matter of choice. Consumers, Canadians, expect you to sign on the Code of Conduct, and we want you to do that very quickly. And we're going to keep the pressure on them.
You referenced just now the possibility of legislation, and I did want to ask you about that when you talk about applying pressure and what exactly that would mean, because the House committee that was looking into this did make a recommendation that there be essentially a law that would make it mandatory to compel these grocers to sign on. Is that a recommendation that you have formally accepted? Like, if they don't sign on, are you prepared to introduce legislation that
idea, which is just chucking toothbrushes out of airplanes?
Hey, Pierre Polyev.
WTF. Here, here.
that would make it mandatory?
Idea, which is just chucking toothbrushes out of airplanes.
Hey, Pierre Polyev.
WTF. Here, here.
Well, listen, they will sign on. I mean, I have all faith that they'll do that. We've put pressure on Loblaws, and you see the outcome. Obviously, I don't think it would be tenable for Costco or Walmart to disregard what the will of the government of Canada is and Canadian consumers. So we've been reaching out to them. We've done the same with Loblaws. But for me, Loblaws was really the one we need to convince to make sure that all the others would come on board. And like I said, now it's full pressure on the others to.
And is Chrystia Freeland doing a good job? She is the finance minister and the vice president of Canada. And she is the one that just looks like her head is just spinning when she talks. It's always like trying to drag it on, never answer a question. And maybe they should have this I thought they would always do this. When they ask a question, say, do you mind after you finish it, if you give me 5 seconds to say if you answered it or not for our listeners, because it is so frustrating. Everything is an infomercial with both of them. And that's something that I think needs to be stopped. Maybe the whole Constitution and the human rights and everything needs to be rewritten again after those two are gone, because this is just frustrating what they're doing. Anyway, let's go back to the video.